and a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network Game of the Week, Part 1, number 1, I should say, between the Holy Trinity Tigers and the Palm Bay Pirates. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski, and it is a pleasure to be with you tonight, live here on the campus of Palm Bay High School. Hey, thank you. When you look around the county in basketball, boys basketball, really there are three teams that sit at the cream of the crop: Holy Trinity, Palm Bay, and Rockledge. Well, last week, the aforementioned Holy Trinity Tigers defeated Rockledge in overtime at Holy Trinity, 72-70. So tonight, it sets up a showdown for what one could consider to be, at this point of the high school basketball season, the Brevard County Supremacy game. In other words, the team that wins this game here tonight should be the best team in Brevard County. So that's why we're with you. That's what's at stake. And let's check it out now. Palm Bay and Rockledge will likely do battle coming up next week. If you haven't heard, there is a new Cape Coast Conference tournament that's going to be going on, and that's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be bringing you a bunch of those games as well. So we are excited for that. We are excited for this. Starting tonight for Holy Trinity, number 0, Martay Barnes. Number 15, Wyatt Chanda. Number 4, Cole Chanda. Number 3, Derek Flowers. And number 2, Elijah Reynolds. Starting for Palm Bay tonight, it'll be number 3, Elijah Buffon. Number 1, Aaron McGee. Number 0, Zeke Aime. Number 11, Alex Petit. And number 12, Willie Burnett. Now the big thing on the court tonight is keep your eye on the senior, Zeke Aime. Zeke comes into tonight's game just 6 points shy of 1,000 career points. So we're excited for Zeke tonight. We're excited for this one tonight as we get set to go here on Brevard Sports Network. The Pirates come in at 12-3, and they are led by head coach Duell Fider. Coach Fider's in his 5th season. He's 58-41. Holy Trinity, under the guidance and tutelage of 19th year head coach Steve Henderson, 361 and 139. We're ready to jump. It'll be Aime against Chanda. Here we go, live from Palm Bay Magnet High School. And Chanda, and we got tips all over the place, and the ball is whistled out of bounds. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech, so we want to thank Rich. And the easy 2, no good. Zeke Aime in there. Zeke trying to get that. It'll be the hardest 6 points of his entire career to get tonight, as Holy Trinity comes away with the ball. This is Elijah Reynolds, gets it over to the unbelievable freshman Martay Barnes. Barnes is being guarded by Elijah Buffon. Martay Barnes got moves for days, size to back it up too. Nearly threw the ball away, but Cole Chanda is there. Chanda gets it out to Zeke Aime, and here comes Zeke Aime. He gets the ball over. The alley-oop, no good, as Buffon trying to feed him early. And there's the kiss off the glass for the first 2 of the game by Martay Barnes, who comes in averaging 15 points, 3 assists, and 5 boards a game. 2-0, Holy Trinity up. 6:57 to go here in the opening quarter. Good dish underneath, but the one thing Steve Henderson teams will always do, they may not always put high-flying super offenses on the floor, but they're always going to play offense. Here's a beautiful-looking 3 that hit the back of the iron. Chanda with the tip. He only averages a dozen per game. Feeds his twin brother Cole underneath. but the super sophomore sensation, Aaron McGee, is there for the defense. And Palm Bay comes away with the basketball across the midcourt stripe. This is Buffon with it. He's got Derek Flowers on him now. McGee down the lane, pulls up from the free throw line. No good, whistle. And he immediately indicates a two-shot foul. And Aaron McGee will go to the line where he will shoot two. And we all get to catch our breath here for just a second. Why don't you catch yours with me? Palm Bay comes in averaging 51% from the floor, 56% from the line. Or, I'm sorry, 68% from the free throw line. I'm reading the stats backwards. Let me reset. They're shooting 43 from the floor, 27 from three, and 56 from the free throw line. So I had that right. Holy Trinity comes in 51% from the floor, 56% from three, believe it or not, and 68% from the line as McGee goes 1 of 2, and the lead is 2-1, Holy Trinity. 6 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, and the ball is stripped away by Alex Petit. He gets the ball back to the other super sophomore on this team, Willie Burnett, and the ball is thrown out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Holy Trinity Tigers. We did the Holy Trinity Rockledge game last week, and Rockledge got out on Holy Trinity pretty good. They were up by 11, 12, 13 points at one point in that game. But this young team never lost their composure, and they stayed with the Raiders all the way to the end, hit a shot at the buzzer to tie it, and a shot in overtime to win it. There's a corner pass, whistle, and a double dribble, which you don't rarely see called, but certainly happened there. Good call by the official. The score remains 2-1. Buffon guarded by Flowers. Back to Burnett here, and we'll bring it in to the Palm Bay offensive zone. Man-to-man defense by Henderson. This is Zeke Aime with it. Aime nearly traveled, pulled up nicely on it though. He's being guarded by Cole Chanda. Pulls up from the free throw line, shot no good. Flowers with the board. And he gets it down to Cole Chanda. Elijah Reynolds was streaking, but Willie Burnett's hands are faster than Cole Chanda's eyes at that particular incident. Pulls up, shoots, and what a shot by Burnett. And it's 3-2, Palm Bay. The chant is defense, and that's certainly been the mantra here in the opening 3.5. Long three by Martay Barnes. Drops a three, and it's 5-3. Man, what a player this young man is going to be. Already is. Out of bounds. Back to Holy Trinity. Flowers to inbound. Reynolds will walk it up the timeline now. And a nice floater from Reynolds. And Holy Trinity up by 4 here, 7-3. If you're looking for the Rockledge and Cocoa game, it'll be up shortly. Willie Burnett shot that ball from Sebastian River. And the score stays 7-3 here. And taken away, and we're going to get a jump ball. Good call by the referee. Let me check out some of the comments here. We'll be streaming that game, that Rockledge Cocoa game, once it gets going. I can't tell if it's going or not yet. Jackson, Rob, and Caleb on the call for that one from Rockledge High School tonight. Here it's 7-3. Holy Trinity on top. Middle to late stages of quarter number 1. It's Cole Chanda, Wyatt Chanda, Martay Barnes, and Derek Flowers for Holy Trinity. Willie Burnett, Buffon, Zeke Aime, who's looking for career point 1,000 tonight, as well as Armani Singleton and number 11, Alex Petit on the floor. Good-looking shot there will drop in. Or no, it won't. Check that. Thought it dropped in. Underneath. Nope. That's a charge on Cole Chanda. And right now, Coach Fider not very happy with his team at the moment, or at least with them on that particular play. Zeke Aime, 994 career points. 3:11 to play in the first quarter. 7-3, Holy Trinity on top. Aime set to inbound. He's got Aaron McGee right here on the, or no, actually, sorry. He's walking up the bench line there. My apologies. That's a touchy call. Flowers doesn't like it. I don't either, but these gentlemen out here do a terrific job. Set to inbound here. Here's Singleton. He gets it to Aime. Aime started, cut off by Jaden McMillan, and that's a three from Burnett. He's way off on that. Uncharacteristically off was Willie Burnett. Jaden McMillan hit the game winner on about a 5-foot floater against Rockledge in overtime to give the Tigers the win. There's a corner three. That looked good. Spun out. Wyatt Chanda inside. Can't get it to go. Battle. Wyatt Chanda is a rebound machine. He's averaging 12 per game. And that's a whistle and a foul called on Derek Flowers as Elijah Buffon goes to the line. Both these teams will represent Brevard County in the FHSAA playoffs. I have no doubt about that. Where they'll be seated yet, that I couldn't tell you as Buffon hits the first. Buffon is just a 32% free throw shooter. So if he hits this one, that'll get the average up. Even if he doesn't hit this one, 50% will jack up that 36%, 38% percentage too. 2:33 to play in the first. And it's now 7-4 as Jaden McMillan gets the rebound. This is Martay Barnes with it. Barnes feeds all the way down the floor. Nicely done. Quickly done. And dropping that bucket was Cooper Cohen. Here's a three. He's no good off the back of the iron by Buffon, but he gets his own rebound. Nice job following the shot. Step back three is no good as well. The follow is no good, and McMillan will come away with it. Jaden McMillan running again. McMillan in the lane, out of bounds. Nice play by Elijah Buffon to knock that out and prevent the easy bucket by Cooper Cohen, the 5'11" shooting guard. Three by Barnes from the corner. Hits the front of the iron and bounces over. Rebound back to the Pirates. McGee pulls up. He's got a pretty shot, but that one's way short. And Wyatt Chanda with his 5th rebound of the first quarter. Just 90 seconds to play in this first quarter. The pull-up jumper from Reynolds is no good. Rebound, Singleton, and he's got Zeke Aime to Buffon for the easy kiss off the glass. And the Pirates have cut the lead to 3 at 9-6 with a $1:20 to go in the opening quarter. Down the lane, high off the glass. Aime is there. Just inside the three-point line, no good. Chanda and McMillan. Timeout by Steve Henderson. And it's been a struggle for both teams this quarter shooting the basketball. I don't keep shooting statistics, but I'd say they're both somewhere in the 20s at best. at best a low 30 percentile range on the season. As I said, Holy Trinity's 51% from the floor, and Palm Bay is 43. Palm Bay having quite a year this year under Duell Fighter. Since dropping their first 2 games of the year, they're 12-1 since that point. And that one lone loss in there was by 2 points in overtime. 59.2 seconds to go. We're streaming the Coco game, so I wouldn't know the score. You have to check it. If it's not on, then it probably hasn't started yet. It probably means that the JV game ran a little long. Nice feed underneath Barnes. Cohen should have went up with that. We're going to get a foul. And that's going to be that's the first foul of the quarter called against Palm Bay. It's 4-1 right now in favor. Holy Trinity with 4 fouls called against them. Palm Bay with 1. 40 seconds to go, stolen away. Zeke Aime with a chance here. Aime, and he gets 2 of the 6 he needs for 1,000. What I like to call a jam. He jammed it at the rim. This is Jaden McMillan with it. 25 seconds to play in the quarter. Holy Trinity trying to hold for the last shot here. Reynolds over to Barnes. Barnes has Zeke Aime jump out on him. Kicks it in the corner to Cohen. Cohen back to Reynolds. 11 seconds to go. Cohen will take the 3. Way short. Off the front of the iron. 8 seconds. Pirates with a chance here. Singleton throws it up off the side of the backboard. But the follow will go. And at the buzzer, Junior Fighter hits it. And the Pirates, who trailed for most of the first quarter, at the buzzer, take the lead 10-9. We'll be back with the second quarter here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back. Be sure to join us over the next 10, 12 days here as we broadcast various games of the all-new Cape Coast Conference Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament Championships, a March Madness-style tournament that'll be played in the North and in the South. And then they'll have a North Championship game and a South Championship game, and the 2 winners will clash right here at Palm Bay High School on January 22nd. For the overall championship. Eight minutes on the clock, second quarter underway. Palm Bay with the ball in the lead. Zeke Aime just 4 points away from 1,000 career points. In the lane by McGee. He traveled, I was going to say. He took a couple different steps there. As that'll be a turnover. Back to Holy Trinity, who was in a bit of a shooting drought. 7:30 to go. Martay Barnes trying to give Holy Trinity the lead back here. They led for most of the first quarter. Trail by 1 now, 10-9. Inside. And, oh my goodness gracious. Steve Henderson, not at all happy with that. Wow. And that's the second foul. That is a foul of the quarter. That's a two-shot foul. And to the line will go the super sophomore Aaron McGee. McGee, a 43% free throw shooter. Looking to put the Pirates up by 2 if he can. He does, 11-9. Second free throw attempt coming. And Willie Burnett will check back in. I don't know if the Cocoa game has started yet, but when it does, you'll see it here on Brevard Sports Network. Just got to keep checking below this, right above this feed, because I started before they did. McGee drops them both, and the largest lead of the night by Palm Bay is 3 right now. It's 12-9 Pirates. McMillan, yeah, I was going to say, come on, man. That's a foul, and he called it. And to the free throw line will go Jaden McMillan. Again, a good free throw shooting team is Holy Trinity. 68% on the year. And McMillan will drop the first. He is at 56% himself. I'll say hello to my friend Kira Joyner watching. And he drops them both, and it's 12-11 now. And do we have a timeout? Nope. We got a player substitution. So we got Burnett, McGee, Aime, Buffon, and Junior Fighter on the floor for Palm Bay. Jaden McMillan, Martay Barnes, Wyatt Chanda, Cole Chanda, and Elijah Reynolds for Holy Trinity. This is Aime. Little turnaround fadeaway, no good, out of bounds. Ball will go back to Holy Trinity. 6:40 to play in the first half. Tight one here. And Steele and Junior Fighter with a nice job, and it's 14-11. That's going to be it's a foul on Buffon. I like the defense. I like the aggressive nature of the defense. Both these coaches, just outstanding coaches, outstanding men. There's another good coach right here. Our reigning girls coach of the year. Got him drinking his soft drink of choice. Coach Will. Pull up by Barnes is no good. He hasn't really got going yet here tonight. McGee on a long pass. He'll throw it up. I don't understand how that's a foul, but it is. And McGee will go back to the line. The foul is called on Derek Flowers. He didn't blow the whistle until he was nearly on the floor and threw the ball onto the bottom of the basket. Nice job by McGee. And it's 15-11 now. 5-0 run here, and he swirls that around. The lead is now 5 by the Pirates. So that's what a couple of steals on defense will do. Snap you right in. 16-11, pull corner, baseline, whistle, and a foul. He called that a foul on Jaden McMillan. Three fouls now for Holy Trinity, 2 for Palm Bay. This is McGee being covered up by Cole Chanda. McGee putting on a Harlem Globetrotter-like exhibition. The problem is you got to do something with the basketball, and he did not in 5 seconds. And it's now Holy Trinity ball as McMillan will look to inbound. That's a bad inbound pass by McMillan. And just not a good one there. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Pirates with 5:27 to play in the first half. And they lead at 16-11. There's a throwaway. That's no tip. That ball was not tipped. So I'm not sure why we didn't get a backcourt. This is Willie Burnett with it. Burnett pulls up from beyond the arc. No good. The rebound machine, otherwise known as Wyatt Chanda, is there to pull it down. Barnes with it, and even 5 to play now. Holy Trinity down their largest of the night by 5. Barnes over to Cole Chanda. This is McMillan. Barnes baseline, little pull up, and I didn't know if he was going to shoot or go around. So, but to the line goes Martay Barnes. And Barnes is a 47% free throw shooter, and he drops the first. And it's 16-12. The lead is now 4. And he misses the second, and Willie Burnett is there. Buffon with it now. Buffon with the kiss off the glass. That's a beaut. And it's 18-12. Chanda inside. He has no luck with that shot. On the rebound there was Julian Warden, and the referee says he tiptoed a little bit too much there by the baseline. And traveled. The ball goes back to Palm Bay. 4:21 to play. 18-12 is our score. Palm Bay on top. This is Zeke Aime, who still needs 4 for 1,000. Turnaround fadeaway, side of the iron short. Chanda again with the board. Wyatt, that is, because that's Cole with the ball. Underneath, the errant pass picked off by Buffon. McGee with the little one-handed pass and go to Aime that goes out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Holy Trinity. Sloppy first half by both teams. Something I'm sure each coach will address at halftime. This is far more than a tune-up game for the Cape Coast Conference Tournament coming up. As far as we're concerned at Brevard Sports Network, this particular game will represent really Brevard County boys basketball supremacy to finish the season. Now, obviously things can change along the way, but Holy Trinity got that win over Rockledge last week. And how about Burnett with the steal in the bucket? And the lead is 8. And if they can find a way to beat Palm Bay tonight, they will have beaten both of them. So, but if Palm Bay wins this game, then I think we put Palm Bay up there and then wait for Palm Bay and Rockledge to face off as Wyatt Chanda drops it in the Cape Coast Conference Tournament. Should Palm Bay win the South and Rockledge win the North. Going into that tournament, Palm Bay is the #1 seed in the South. Buffon with a beautiful 3 from Palm Bay Road. And it's a 9-point Pirate lead. And Rockledge is the #1 team in the North. That shot by Cole Chanda is no good. Cole wants a whistle. Not going to get one. This is Fong again. He'll lose the grip, but it'll go off a Holy Trinity player. 2:47 to play in the first half. 23-14 Palm Bay on top. This is McGee who wants it and got it. Aaron McGee puts the Pirates up by 15. Or I'm sorry, by 12. 26-14. I had them going to 29 already. Down the lane. Oh, Chanda. Chanda will finally get the kiss off the glass that he's been trying for. And the lead is 10 now. 10. If you're a Holy Trinity fan, don't get discouraged. Remember, they trailed the Rockledge by 11 in that second quarter as well. Stolen away by Elijah Reynolds. Reynolds off the three, missed by McGee. And the ball will go out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Rockledge. 1:58 now to play in the opening half. 26-16 Palm Bay. Cole Chanda set the inbound. He does to Martay Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Burnett. That is a sophomore on a freshman, and they're going to be two of the most dynamic players in Brevard County, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. As Martay Barnes was drilled 8 ways from Sunday, laid it up and under. He gets the bucket, count the end one, and he'll look to complete the three-point play to get the Tigers to 19. And he's short, but Chanda's there. Barnes with it. Whistle. No. That's on Buffon. And that, I believe, is the 5th foul. 4th foul. That's the 5th. I thought that was 2 shots, but I guess it occurred on the defensive end. But there is 5 fouls up high off the glass. And just like that, Holy Trinity turned that possession into a 5-point possession, and the lead that was 13 is down to 6. So that's the 5th foul, or he actually didn't call a foul. I think he was just talking to a player on the bench. There's a pull up by Singleton that's good. And, no, I'm sorry, Petit. That's good. This is Barnes with it. 1:05 to play. Barnes. That time, Willie Burnett had great defense. Cole Chanda will go to the line, and he'll shoot 2. The 7th foul of the half. 6th foul of the half on Palm Bay. Wyatt's first free throw is net. Good. And the lead is 9. Yeah, I think they're doing the score the wrong way here. 28-21. As he misses the second one. Yeah, I was going to say they put the points up on the board the wrong way. I'm going to check my book. 28-21. Out of bounds off of McGee. Holy Trinity, or actually they say it's off of Holy Trinity. Coach Fighters yelling out triangle, triangle. See what that is. It's a play to Burnett, who was wide open in the lane, but he lost the dribble. Here comes Martay Barnes, and that is going to be a 2-shot foul as Alex Petit shows his defensive ability there, preventing the easy layup or slam by Barnes. Nice play by Alex. Barnes goes back to the line with 37.1 seconds to play in the half. And the first one is good. The lead is down. 2-6. Coach Fighter, Zeke Aime slipped, and Coach Fighter wisely takes a timeout there. With 32.3 seconds, saves the possession in doing so. Otherwise, Zeke gets called for a travel. Burnett, 28 seconds now. Burnett's got Barnes on him. This is Zeke Aime with it. Long three is good from Willie Burnett. And it's a 31-22 9-point lead. Burnett not letting Barnes escape. He doesn't, got to look at the clock. Fires it up. No good. And we have hit the half with the score. Palm Bay 31. Holy Trinity 22.
Senior Zeke Aime has scored a career point. From the entire Palm Bay Pirate family, we'd like to say congratulations, Zeke, great job.
I don't think he's reached it yet. I think they thought he would reach it by this point. He's got 2 points thus far.
All right, let's give him another round of applause. Zeke Aime, number 0
Zeke
for the Pirates in the 1,000-point club. We have not had a boys player reach that milestone in over 2 decades. Great job.
19 years since the last Palm Bay Pirate player on the boys' side hit 1,000 points. Congratulations, Zeke. All right, welcome back here to Palm Bay. Just something on the football side of the equation. Just didn't have an opportunity to get a story up on Brevard Sports Network. We hit the Saban story, and then found out about this as well. And I'm not even sure that I'm going to put a story up about this, but head coach Nate Hooks was fired by Holy Trinity today. So Nate Hooks, after one season, fired, or not Holy Trinity, MCC, I should say, fired by MCC today. So that is the local breaking news. I believe Florida Today has an article on it. I don't, unless a coach, unless it's a mutual agreement, a coach leaves on his own. I don't know. The suspension we reported on because we were sent a press release, and MCC wanted people to know why he was suspended because he had an FHSA hearing, and that's public knowledge, and you all should know that information, why a man and what happened, and apparently it had something to do with his violation of rules from that suspension. But Nate Hooks is out at MCC, so the search will begin immediately for a new head football coach. I think they got a pretty good one there, Knox Robinson, right there. If they elect to stay in-house or take a search outside, I don't know what direction they're going to go, but that's the breaking local sports story of the day. And Alabama's Nick Saban retires after 50-some years in coaching, 297 career wins for Hooks, or for Saban, I should say. 7 national championships, one at LSU, and it's going to be weird. I've never watched college football as an adult without Nick Saban being a head coach. It's going to be strange. That is for sure. We get set to start the third quarter here with your score, Palm Bay 31 and Holy Trinity 22. And it'll be Cole Chanda, Wyatt Chanda, Martay Barnes, Derek Flowers, and Elijah Reynolds for Holy Trinity. And for Palm Bay, it'll be the original 5 again. It'll be Aaron McGee, Zeke Aime, Alex Petit, Willie Burnett, and Elijah Buffong. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate you. Whistle and a foul. I knew Rock was going to come out and play hard tonight. Down the lane, Reynolds, reverse, nice job. And it's 31-24. The lead is 7. Good dish underneath to Burnett. He backs in. Barnes turns around, fadeaway. Barnes gets a little piece of it. Burnett thought he got his wrist. Reynolds being guarded closely by Burnett. Down the lane, kicks out to Chanda, baseline underneath. No foul. Petit with the rebound. He headmans the ball up to Burnett. Burnett. Nice quick hands by Martay Barnes. I tell you, I am just really impressed with some of these young players in this county. I've interviewed Willie Burnett a couple times. Awesome young man. Aaron McGee as well. Martay Barnes, I got a chance to interview for the first time last week. He's a great kid. I'm excited for the future for these student athletes. Oh, Barnes defensively with just a great job on Burnett that time. And he just made life difficult for Willie Burnett on that exchange. And Burnett just could not get a shot up. At least a clean one. And that's taken back by the aforementioned Burnett. Gives it to McGee, sophomore to sophomore. And nice finish by McGee. And it's 33-24. This is Cole Chanda with it. Over to Derek Flowers. Flowers wants to take it to the bucket. And Zeke Aime going to get charged with a reach-in foul. (33-24), Palm Bay up. They trailed for the entire first quarter up until the last shot of that first quarter. And they led 10-9, and they have not looked back since. High, arcing, angle shot off the glass by Reynolds falls, and it's 33-26 now. The lead is 7. Kick out to McGee. He can hit that all day. Missed that one. The rebound robot, Wyatt Chanda, comes down with his 9th of the night. This is Cole Chanda wide open in the lane. Not sure why Cole wouldn't go up with that basket, with that ball. Kicks it out in the corner. Cole again, head fake. Kicks out this time. The Flowers for 3, too far. And here comes Zeke Aime. Aime underneath the Burnett. Burnett somehow manages to stay in bounds. Turns, fades, and Flowers says, come on, man, I got all ball. And coach tells him, you got to keep your hands high. He slapped him on the wrist. 5:17 to go here. And that is going to be a 2-shot foul coming up for Willie Burnett. 33-26, Palm Bay on top. 34-26, the lead is 8 now with 5:17 to play in the third. He'll drop them both, and he'll give his team a 9-point lead, does Willie. Chanda with a pick from the elbow as Barnes is short. McGee grabs that board and gets it to Burnett. Burnett step back three is in and out, no good. Chanda again now double-digit boards for the night. Barnes, great feed underneath. Why doesn't Cole Chanda has got to put that ball in the basket. Wyatt Chanda, nice job by Wyatt, but he won't get it to go. Barnes with the tip-in follow, no good. But Elijah Reynolds comes back out with it. Knocked out of bounds by Zeke Aime. 35-26, Palm Bay on top. Coach Henderson's telling him right now. Well, actually, he's telling the referee, hit my guy's arm. Jaden McMillan has now checked in. Reynolds. Picked by Chanda to the back. Oh, nice fake, but he can't get it to go. The follow by Cole won't go. Zeke Aime is there. He tips it to Barnes, and Barnes will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was 3 offensive boards for Holy Trinity. They need them. They trail by 9 here with 4:11 to go in the third. 35-26. Barnes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe today. Make it 3 for 3, and the lead is 8 at 35-27. Three for 4 on the night. Aime pulls down his 6th board of the night. And 4:06 to go. McGee with it. McGee crosses over into the lane. The one-handed push won't fall. And that's a beautiful pass there through traffic to Barnes. And Barnes will drop it. And Holy Trinity is currently on a 5-0 run. They've closed the gap to 4. This is what the Tigers do. It's 35. I'm sorry, I said 4. 6. 35-29. Nice looking shot there, but it's too short. Burnett comes flying in, out of bounds. That ball stays with Palm Bay. That's a great play by Willie Burnett. When I go back and look at it tonight, I'll slow that down. Burnett saved that possession with his hustle right there. 3:22 to play. The lead is 6. McGee wide open, and an air ball from Aaron McGee. That's something you don't see from the super sophomore. Jaden McMillan to inbound. We got a full press on here. And he'll dribble out. Pulls up from the top of the key and hits it. And a good shot there by Elijah Reynolds. And it's 35-31. The lead is now 4. And that is a offensive foul. And that's going to be called on Elijah Buffon. Or no, I'm sorry. Called that on Willie Burnett. Technically a one-possession game. We've seen some 4-point plays this year, but traditionally still a 2-possession game. Willie Burnett. Chanda Wyatt Chanda hits his season average in rebounds. That's an offensive one, and he pulls the Tigers to within 2. It's 35-33 Palm Bay. And they got a chance to tie it. The long feed to McMillan. He's got Cole Chanda underneath, but a great close underneath by Singleton. Baseline, though, by Reynolds. Blocking foul coming here on Palm Bay. That's the 5th foul. That should be 2 shots. That's offensive. That's 2 shots. That's 2 shots. And it will be 2 shots. Not everybody used to it yet. Still not used to it. And what I mean by it is I'm referring to the new rule where there are no more 1-and-1s and double bonuses. Once a team gets to 5 fouls in a quarter, it's a 2-shot foul. Period, end of story. And then the fouls reset to start the next quarter. Reynolds hits the first. The lead is down to 1 with 2:17 to play in the third. Elijah Reynolds short, and Palm Bay will come out of that with the ball and the lead. This is Zeke Aime. Willie Burnett, long 3, Aime with the offensive board inside, underneath, no good. Chanda with it. Nice, that should stay Holy Trinity ball, and it will. Good defense by Palm Bay there. 35-34, 1:54 to go, and Steve Henderson wants a timeout on the floor. So a great job here by Holy Trinity to start this second half. There was your halftime score, 31-22. Since then, Holy Trinity has outscored Palm Bay 12-4 and have now pulled to within just one. And this is exactly what they did to Rockledge. Trailed by 11, 12, and came back to win it. Palm Bay resets. Defensively, it'll be Jaden McMillan, the Chanda brothers, Martay Barnes, and Elijah Reynolds for Steve Henderson. This is Reynolds in the corner being guarded by Junior Fighter. Baseline, easy layup. Junior Fighter gave him the inside. Reynolds took it, and Holy Trinity, holy cow, has come back to take the lead. And they throw the ball away, and it'll go back to the Tigers. And 99 seconds to play. And it's 36-35, Holy Trinity now. Martay Barnes with it, runs it across the timeline. Bounce pass inside, fade away by Cole is short. Aime with a long outlet to Buffon, who gets the nice touch high off the glass. And the lead is back to one for Palm Bay at 37-36. And here comes Martay again. We're running now, and Martay slows it down and gets it over to Elijah Reynolds, who's being covered up by Junior Fighter. In the corner, Cole Chanda, baseline, kick out to Jaden McMillan for three. Count it! And it's 40. 39-37. Burnett traveled. Yeah, and there's the call. And with 52 seconds to go, Holy Trinity now with a 2-point lead. Incredible. Barnes stolen away. 35 seconds to play in the half. Burnett spins, poked away, and they're going to call a foul. .3 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and it's been all Holy Trinity in this one. In this quarter, I should say. .24 seconds. Zeke Aime with it. Aime in the lane. The one-handed floater won't go. Out of bounds. Pirate ball, 17-3. Again, there's a look at where this was at the half. Final shot coming up in the third quarter. Aime spins, turns. Jaden McMillan knocks it out of bounds. 10-2 to play in the third quarter. And a two-shot foul the referee called, so, or did he not? I'm not sure what he called. Aaron McGee checks in the inbound, and Zeke Aime will have a seat. We'll see. Burnett over to Buffon. Back to McGee. McGee to Burnett. Burnett from the corner. Off the iron. No good. Nice rebound. That'll end the quarter as Julian Warden pulls that down. Man, what a quarter by the Holy Trinity Tigers. They outscored Palm Bay 17-6 in the third and now have a 39-37 lead heading into the fourth and final quarter. The third quarter's been Holy Trinity's quarter all season long so far. They're averaging 70, right around 70 points a game or so. But that third quarter is where they score the most, 19. And that one right there, they pick up 18, 17, and have a 2-point lead heading into the fourth and final quarter. Holy Trinity is now third in 3A Region 2. Behind Windermere Prep and Santa Fe Catholic. They're ninth overall in 3A. And Palm Bay is second in 4A Region 2 behind Lake Highland Prep. And they're 10th overall in 4A. It'll be McGee, Barnes, Buffong, Aime, and Petit for Coach Duell Fighters team. There's not a great shot from Petit. And that rebound pulled in by Julian Warden. It's Julian Warden, Elijah Reynolds, the Chanda brothers, and Jaden McMillan for Holy Trinity right now. Down the lane and to the free throw line to shoot two will go Cole Chanda. Chanda, pretty good free throw shooter, 73% on the year. We'll say hello to Bob Wayne, cheering on Grayson Reynolds from Wyoming. Oh, I bet you it's cold there. The lead is now 3. Make it 4. He hits them both, and the lead is 4. This, the second largest lead of the night. They led by 5 back in the first quarter until Palm Bay came back to take a 10-9 lead. There's a three-point corner shot from McGee that's short. Reynolds with the board. Cole Chanda traveled. .07 remaining. 41-37. And Martay Barnes is done with his rest. Oh my goodness, all ball by Cole Chanda. Great no call by the referees. Great no call. .41-37, 6:56 to go. This is Zeke Aime with it in the corner. Gets it out to Willie Burnett. Burnett to Buffong. That's McGee. Wants that corner three again. Wyatt Chanda on him. Burnett will take it from there, and he will. My goodness, it couldn't fall anymore without counting. That's just bad luck. This is Reynolds, and that's a foul. Can't do that. It's a good call by that official over there. And that's going to go against Alex Petit. Palm Bay's got to be careful here because, again, no double bonus, no bonus situation. They've already got 2 fouls in this quarter. They get the foul. They get the 5. That's not in their favor, even trailing by 4. I think that's the 3rd or 4th on Buffon. Well, he's got 3 or 4, and I think Petit's got 3. This is Cole. Nice pull up from the baseline. And Cole Chanda getting hot at the right time. The lead is now 6. That is the largest of the night for Holy Trinity. Martay Barnes got a piece of that, but McGee follows his shot and follows it up, and it's 43-39. The bench up clapping, defense. What a move by Elijah Reynolds. Oh, my goodness. Reynolds over, under, up, and count it. 45-39. Elijah Reynolds to the line for the end one. Timeout on the floor. Holy Trinity 45, Palm Bay 39. Once again, welcome back here to Brevard Sports Network. Great basketball game we've got for you here tonight. 45-39. How are you? I'm good. Nice to see you. Yes, how about you? All right. Y'all want to wave? Wave. All right. Welcome back here to Brevard Sports Network. 5:50 to go in this one. And it's 45-39 and a free throw coming for Elijah Reynolds, who, with an absolutely beautiful move in the lane, over, up, and off the backboard, he was slapped, fouled, and he'll go to the line where he dropped his last two with relative ease. I'm sorry, Elijah Reynolds. And he also dropped his last two with relative ease. Say hello to my guy in there, Doug Butler, watching. John Harbaugh to Alabama, he says. No, I don't think so. And it's 46-39. That ball was nearly stolen away. And that's going to be a foul on Martay Barnes. Might look ticky-tacky, but it's not. That's a good call. No, if you're asking about the overall champions, oh, yeah. I'm not sure where that game is, to be honest with you. I don't know what they're going to do yet because, nice shot by Burnett, because I don't know. We'll see how the Cape Coast Conference basketball tournament turns out. But, yes, I believe that game is, I have to look. If it is, it'll be streamed, and that's a giveaway, and Palm Bay's now running with it. Burnett for three, no good. Chanda tips the ball out to his brother Cole, trips, falls, and gets it to Barnes, who fires up an ill-advised three. That's a travel, and he didn't call the travel on Zeke. What he called was, as Zeke was falling with the ball, he fell into Cole Chanda. A good call. Technically a charge, but not. But yes, when these two teams get together again, we will have that game. And I think you're going to see it before the 24th. I think you'll see that game on the 22nd as well. It's similar to the Vieira Rockledge situation last year, in which Vieira and Rockledge ended up playing a home and home, and they played those back to back. But what ended up happening was Vieira and Rockledge were the winners of the North and South, or the top seeds in the North and South in the Cape Coast Conference. So they played 3 straight games against each other, all 3 won by Rockledge. And you may very well see the same situation again where these two teams play back-to-back games against each other, meaning Palm Bay and Rockledge. 3, no good. Wyatt Chanda is unbelievable with those rebounds. Aaron McGee, for the second time tonight, Aaron McGee's shot goes into the basket, twirls around, probably halfway around the lip, halfway down the ball, and comes out. The last time that happened was with a 3. The score is 46-41, Holy Trinity at the moment. Palm Bay led by 9 at the half. But since then have been outscored 24 to 10. Jaden McMillan into Derek Flowers now. You got 4 of the 5 original starters. McMillan in for Cole Chanda at the moment. Pull up from the free throw line. Won't go, but Wyatt Chanda is just, again, he didn't get that one. And nice job there to make sure of the bucket by Palm Bay. And nothing fancy now. That was Kate Newton. It's 46-43. Timeout call by Steve Henderson with 3:46 to go. And the intensity is certainly ratcheted up in here right now. There's the situation. Palm Bay must be careful. See that 4 down on the bottom left of the scoreboard there? See how many fouls they got. They get 1 more. And Holy Trinity is in an offensive possession. Regardless if it's a shooting foul or not, they'll get 2 shots. So packed house here. Battle of 2 of the top 3 teams here in Brevard County. I'd say Palm Bay, Holy Trinity, and Rockledge, the 3 teams. Holy Trinity already with a win over Rockledge. So if they beat Palm Bay tonight, I would have to think they're the consensus #1 team in the county. That would pretty much be the no-brainer there. But should Palm Bay come back and get the win tonight, then we got to wait for that Palm Bay Rockledge game. Zeke Aime, Aaron McGee, junior fighter. Cade Newton and Willie Burnett for Palm Bay. Derek Flowers, Elijah Reynolds, Martay Barnes, and the Chanda twins, Cole and Wyatt Chanda for Holy Trinity. Nice break on that half-court press. Reynolds is blocked from behind. Wow, he called that on Elijah Reynolds to the bucket, and the stare right now from Steve Henderson. I'll tell you what, if looks alone could kill, I believe that young man right there, who's done a fine job tonight officiating, yeah, be a sticky situation for him if Steve had that power with a stare. I'm not sure what the call was, but I think these guys have done a good job here tonight. 46-43 is our score. Palm Bay. It's a 1-possession game with 3:34 to go. This is Zeke Aime with it. Just 2 points for Zeke tonight. Inside. And that's a foul. Jaden McMillan's going to have to check back in. This is the guy you want to foul if you're going to foul. Zeke, a great ball player, but at the free throw line, about 50%. And that one didn't hit anything. (46-43), 3:25 to play. And he drops that one. That was the polar opposite of his first free throw. The lead is now just 2. This is 2-on-2. Reynolds Got to get this ball across that midcourt line. He does. Jaden McMillan with it. McMillan, Chanda again, and Palm Bay comes away with it. It won't go. Willie Burnett battles. Junior fighters in there. Cole Chanda rips it away. And Cole Chanda comes away with it again. Over to McMillan. He's got Barnes underneath. And Martay Barnes with the alley-oop layup. And the lead is back to 4 with 2:40 to go in the game. 46-44. Holy Trinity on top. Zeke Aime with the floater won't go. And Chanda, Wyatt this time with it. Reynolds being double teamed. Flips it out to Cole Chanda. Cole Chanda over to Jaden McMillan. McMillan wasn't paying attention. And Willie Burnett picked his pocket, but the ball went out of bounds. (48-44) is our score. As Jaden McMillan gets set to inbound. Elijah Reynolds on him. Over to Barnes. He lost the grip. And, yeah, the official was right there to see that. And that's just a great, great play by Burnett. Here we go. Burnett with a head fake from the free throw line. And it won't go. Cole Chanda gets it out to Reynolds. Under 2 to go. 1:53 to play. Bounce pass inside. Cole Chanda, I thought did he travel? No, Steve Henderson called a timeout. That's a great timeout by Steve Henderson because he was close. Close. Here's the situation right here. My goodness gracious. The foul situation is Palm Bay 4, and Palm Bay meaning they have 4 fouls called against them, and Holy Trinity with 3. The referee's doing a great job of letting them play here for sure down the stretch. Which is, as a coach and a fan, you'd certainly like to see. All right, here we go. So after the timeout, let's set the table. 1:42 to go. 48-44. Who do we got in there for? I see somebody new for Omar Clark has checked in for the first time tonight. So on the defensive side, I like the call by Duell Fighter to maybe chew up a foul here. But it does put Holy Trinity at 5. Cole Chanda to inbound. I don't know. We'll see. Gets it into Wyatt. Wyatt backs his way in, turns. Zeke Aime with a good defensive battle underneath. The ball goes out of bounds, and the referees in the stands didn't like it. Didn't like the call, but it's going to be Palm Bay basketball with 95 seconds to go. Zeke Aime, who has played well defensively tonight, gets the ball to Buffon underneath, wide open. And how about it? Cold off the bench. Omar Clark with a layup. It's 48-46. Martay Barnes. Martay Barnes. What a special player. Back to 4. Out of bounds. Palm Bay basketball. Martay Barnes, that is simply a freshman saying, give me the rock and watch me finish this off. That's what he did against Rockledge last week. 1:03 to play. Aime inbounds to McGee. The super sophomore being guarded by Barnes. Left-handed dribble in. Kick out the junior fighter for three. No good. Wyatt Chanda grabs the air ball. 48 seconds. They got to think about fouling. And they do. Good quick whistle that time by the referee to put them at the line. That's what you want when you're meaning to foul. You want that whistle as quick as you can get it. Not always the case, but most times. 50-46. Barnes at the line. 44.9 seconds to play. Barnes, just a 47% free throw shooter, but he is clutch, and the lead is 5. It's a 2-possession game officially now. He sinks them both, and the lead is 6, and a timeout by Coach Duell Fighter. Let's take a peek into the huddle of Coach Fighter here. Wow, what a game. What'd he say? Oh, Palm Bay, the best in Brevard. I don't know who said that. We didn't say that. We haven't done any basketball rankings. What we said was we believe the 3 best teams are Holy Trinity, Palm Bay, and Rockledge. Now, Holy Trinity beat Rockledge last week, and, well, should they take care of Palm Bay here tonight with 44.9 seconds and a 6-point lead, you would logically say that, yes, that top spot, if we did a rankings, would ultimately belong to the Holy Trinity Tigers. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we're ever going to do rankings on BSN again. They don't make any sense anymore, and it just causes people, it just brings out ugliness in people. 52-46. McGee from the corner, no good. Cole Chanda, and Wyatt Chanda with it, and the whistle will blow. And that, believe it or not, could be the proverbial nail here in Palm Bay's coffin tonight, as Wyatt Chanda will go to the line. And if he sinks this, both of these, it would give Holy Trinity an 8-point lead with 28.9 seconds to play. And I've seen a lot of crazy things go down. I've been broadcasting and covering college, high school, or NBA basketball for 30 years. I don't think I've ever seen 8 points in 30 seconds from a high school basketball team. Well, now it's 7. Now we're talking. I did see Duke one time score 12 points in a minute and beat Maryland. He drops the second, and the lead is 7. So a 3. Gotta have it. Not now. This one is over. And Holy Trinity can begin to celebrate, as with 20.9 seconds to go, they hold a 7-point lead on Palm Bay. What a game by both these teams tonight. as Holy Trinity will pick up their 11th win. They will drop Palm Bay to their 4th loss. And now it's an 8-point lead. And I'm going to have to talk to Coach Stevie Henderson to see who our players of the game is tonight. But, I mean, it was Martay Barnes and Wyatt Chanda the other night. We like to mix it up a little bit. But you could easily give it to the both of them again tonight. And Coach Fider wants a timeout on the floor. Just a great game tonight. Really, the story of this one was that you started that second half. Palm Bay led this thing 31-22 at the half by 9. Since then, outscored 33-15. Good job by everyone tonight. The teams, the officials, the fans. It was a great environment here tonight. All right. If Coach Fider's got a trick up his sleeve we ain't seen yet, that'd be a good time for it. 20 seconds to play on the dot, 55-46. McGee, oh, I'm sorry, that's Burnett. He fired that one from Sebastian River, and they'll dribble it out. And Holy Trinity, holy cow, they beat Palm Bay 46-55. And I got to think, take over. If we did do a ranking, we'd have them number 1. We want to thank our sponsor tonight, and that sponsor is on the bottom of your screen. That's Rich's Auto Tech, home of the 1,000,000-mile warranty. Great basketball game. Once again, I want to thank all of you out there for your love and support of Brevard Sports Network. Once again, your final score, the Holy Trinity Tigers 55, the Palm Bay Pirates 46. Have a great night, everybody.